What's up, guys? I'm just gonna toss a live reading on here. I need to get used to going live. I have never really done a lot of public speaking. It was kind of really sitting back on that. So just getting used to public speaking, really. Light some of this stage. Get the vibes all cleared out. Let's start with this Astro deck. I freaking love this Astro deck. Probably one of my favorites. Yeah, so there's just been so much fucking moon energy lately. I just think about it. We had the eclipses, which were 2 weeks apart, and then a month later we had the moon, super moon, which was just the other day, and then now we're going into Cancer season, which is the moon's house. So a lot of shadowy energy, honestly. The moon is just illuminated and illuminated by the sun, and is a reflection of the sun. So I think of that as our consciousness, and the moon being our subconscious. And with that, we got a lot of things that came up from our subconscious that needed to be addressed for the sake of being stuck in habits and patterns that no longer fit us. Especially after COVID, we grew so fucking much internally, I believe, so we are just really starting to settle in with that. And of course, with that is a lot of shedding. 12th house jumped out. And I have the 9th house on the bottom of the deck. So the 9th house is Sagittarius, which is what our supermoon was just in the other day. So that's really cool. That's kind of the overall energy. So, and on here it says exploration. And we kind of have this steer to a ship. Oh my God. And look what's underneath. The Cancer card, because we got Cancer season coming. All this moon energy. Look at the moon on the top. Yeah. So, yeah, I think that over the past, over the course of the last couple years, we've really set into motion a lot of healing that needed to be done, a lot of disconnecting from people that allowed us to have space to really figure out who we are. And then also being pressured by the outer world in so many different ways. Pressure makes fucking diamonds, it makes gems, crystals, and so I think we really are coming into such alignment within ourselves, getting that crystalline body, if you want to call it that. I love this. So first card that came out was Mars, which is arrival. So again, really looking into ourselves and seeing how we want to arrive in the world. We see how fast and rapid the world is changing right now. And so we are starting to set into our Mars energy. Mars just went into, I'm sorry, not Mars, Aries. Mars rules Aries. So Aries, Jupiter is lined up in Aries right now. So there is a ginormous, our biggest planet is housing Aries, which is Mars energy. So that is really amplifying this kind of rebirth of the masculine. and our masculine side. And I think that's what really got tested while we were during COVID, because not only in the outer world are we seeing our patriarchy and like the overall like masculinity within society. We're really taking a look at that and how we want to present ourselves in the world, and how we don't want to. I didn't want to work a fucking job that's just like, just kind of a normal job, just to get paid really good, to have these kind of benefits, insurance, blah, blah, blah. So I had to really rebirth my Mars energy and how I go about the world, and the energy that I put behind it has to be a lot more, especially being an entrepreneur, going from having this really structured job to I'm in control of everything. I had to rebirth my Mars. So I love how, this exploration card, I really truly find that we have been exploring a lot of different avenues for us. And I think with all the moon energy, the eclipses that we had, and then the super moon, I think that is really allowing us to shed all of this like old paradigm of patterns, habits, fears that are keeping us from really going into motion with what we want, what we're passionate about, right? And how we want to arrive. The second card. So the first house, arrival. I love that because Aries is the first house. So this energy is really just pulling out and really just focusing on a lot of masculine energy, I feel like, right now. Of course, Cancer is the divine mother of the zodiac. So I think that I'll get back to the Cancer thing, but yeah, so we have the first house, which I love, and then we also have the 12th house. So boom, exactly what I'm saying. The first house and the last house of the zodiac, really seeing the overall spectrum of even like, a year's worth of lessons. And seeing how much we've changed, how much, the way we want to go about the world, and really step forth in this new paradigm of the Aquarian age, just really looking at how we want to set in, but also how we're going to close out, right? First house and 12th house. So we have arrival and we have introspection. So arrival, again, that masculinity. Look how pretty though. Like he's just it's like a divine masculinity, And, getting their antlers shows maturity, how we want to show up in this more new, beautiful, like us way, this is me. That's the Aquarius, or the Aries, me kind of energy. This is who I am. And then, yeah, that's 12th house energy, introspection. That's Pisces energy. Pisces energy is they rule over the plantars, the feet. So the plantars is how we plant ourselves into this ground, So when I think of how this, deer is going to really show up in this world, they're going to show up really grounded, with those good plantars in the earth. They got this heavy, antlers, this fucking strong neck to hold that shit up, and they're just like they're ready, they're mature, ready for exploration. So it is Gemini season. Geminis are the ultimate explorers. And then our sister sign, which is the opposite end of the zodiac, the year basically, in the zodiac chart, that is So Gemini is more about like the soul of appetite, of like really trying things. And Sagittarius is really about going forth what they know is right, you know. They're very mythological creatures, so they're half man, half horse. They're a centaur. So they have this energy of just really knowing how to go about themselves, you know, in the most highest mythological way, you know, real strong and like basically like mythical, you know, like it's like what I'm trying to get to. Um, let's pull some archetype cards. Yeah, so just really, again, arriving finally, but also introspecting about what needs to be put away, you know? Sorry, these cards flopped out on me. Ah, I love this. So we have the Mother and Animal Mundi. Accept all, reject none, and Mother Energy. The Mother is who births this new life, you know? I love how this Mother card has this like pearl here in the middle, like that pearl of wisdom. So it's like we know how we want to be rebirthed into this life. We have gained this with this pressure, this pearl of wisdom, right? And we've shed what no longer is meant for us. And now we are preparing to unveil that pearl of wisdom. Is how I look at this card. And it's the one card. New beginnings all around. Mars, Aries is the first sign of the zodiac astrological new year, right? And then we got that first house energy. And what I see kind of with this first house energy and this mother card, you know, it's kind of like we know how to show up, you know, we know how to, no, I don't want to say show up, we know how to really nurture. And I don't know, when I just see this like beautiful bouquet of, you know, flowers and this really strong, you know, very masculine, he's like, you know, I'm so strong, like I'll wear pink kind of shit. I know that's dumb, but yeah, I just see like we know how to nurture ourselves, you know. You look at his strength, you know, and we know how to nurture this, you know, pearl of wisdom that we have, and which really is our own, you know, pearl of wisdom, our expansion of consciousness. And we must accept all and reject none. It's really what I'm coming about with this card. And the fact that this person here looks just like they're nurturing themselves, like they're surrounded in goodness. And I know it's not even like food or anything, but it's like pearls, gold, candles. Yeah. And so really accepting that, you know, that introspection that we've had to do, we really are accepting all of it, and that's helping us put it to rest, put it, you know, when we're at peace with the situation and we just lie it to rest and it just like no longer bothers us anymore, you know. And it's because we don't reject it. It's because we have fully, you know, thought it out, done whatever we had to do, healing, and now we accept it. And that is the world, like the overall things that keep us together is just like the everything. We can't really reject anything in this world that's not a part of source, really. Let me get one more archetype card. Yeah, the ring. How we're nurturing ourselves, how we're being loyal to ourselves, how we are taking action for ourselves. I love all of this kind of circular energy, Ouroboros energy, the death and rebirth. You guys know me, that's my shit. That's just part of life, really. Even look at the circulature of the 12th house card here. And the chakras, it's that circular motion, that's where our solar system goes, our DNA, all of it, our chakras. And that circulature will bring us back into like loops. It will bring us back into lessons. And until we really seek those lessons and really, and what I mean by seek them is like we actually think them through and we try to figure out what exactly this event is trying to show me, or this person, or this loop. What is this loop trying to show me? And when I think of the ring, I also think of Saturn, the ring around Saturn. And that is where like putting a ring on somebody's finger is it's a Saturnian energy. We won't go there yet, but yeah. And so when I think about just these like loops, all these cards have a bunch of circles. Look, we got the circulature here. Got the circulature around the star here. Oh, and that Saturn energy. What did I say? So a star with a ring around it is like a way Saturn is worshipped. I'll have to do a video on that because that shit is interesting, and why we see it on policing. Yeah, we won't even go there. But yeah, and then that circulature of the ring. So what I'm kind of gathering from this and what I was saying about the moon energy is, again, the eclipses and the super moon, as well as I kind of think Saturn or Cancer season is going to be a lot of things just get brought up. We kind of are in those depths of these deep waters that we really needed to be in, really. Deep down in there is where we can find the things that control us, our unconscious, in our subconscious. And I think when all of this moon energy is really pulling at all of these things, combined with COVID, combined with just the way the world is now, and we all are seeking kind of that healing in different ways. More people are seeking out spirituality. And so I think it is bringing up some of these old patterns, old cycles, old loops that we have been put in. And it is allowing us to kind of explore them in a healthier way now, where we have done the healing, we've gone through these motions. And when things get brought up, we're kind of like, okay, this is gonna fucking suck and it's gonna break my heart, but I have to do it because I know that in order to get to these places and to like really set off these sparks, I'm gonna have to fucking light this shit on fire, and really put to fire, and it will either resurrect as the phoenix or it will become ash that will you know, there's a lot of flowers that don't grow unless there's ash involved. So I just think of allowing that fire, that Mars, that Sagittarius fire. Sagittarius is the ninth house, and Mars is just pure fucking fire. I think putting to fire what is no longer needed, what lessons are no longer needed. And we just call them blessings now, and we rebirth ourselves, guys. We all are the mother archetype too, male, female. And the mother, rebirths not only or births the child, but she also rebirths herself from the maiden into the mother, right? And giving this beautiful, pearl to the world. And taking on that mother archetype really allows us to nurture ourselves, be always there for ourselves. When I think of the mother, I know it's not the case for everybody, but I do think of the mother always being there, even though if she wasn't there per se, the mother's always there. And so, that's kind of what we're recognizing. It's like, I'm always here. I am always, me. This is, I always have my back. I always have the real truth. Look at that sword. I hold the truth of me. I know what I've been through. I know what these loops and patterns are bringing up for me. And so as I really just accept it all, I finally just accept it all and not try to reject my, my past, my, these loops that I'm in, then I can accept all. Or reject none, accept all. Yeah. You guys know what I mean. What I've been saying. And really be loyal to ourselves. When I think of the ring too, I don't think of just like, getting married. I also think of like just some big ass like rings that like the king wears, and it just shows their royalty and his like royalty and loyalty to him, his kingdom, his castle, his queen, his legacy. Yeah. Sorry. Just going on the ring. And let's pull some animals. Let's see what animals we can freaking heck. Okay. These ones all way too many of that, but I will take these guys that came out upright. And on the bottom, the golden egg. Look at all this egg energy. I love it. Eggs are, they symbolize seeds. They symbolize, a birth of something coming, nutrition. Again, just all of these. Birthing that golden life of ourselves, and the bat came out. And the snake. Honestly, when I first think of these two, I just think of people being scared. And them having a certain power of just their existence, their the sight of them, because they're these like night creatures, look at that moon in the back. All that moon energy, baby. Yeah. Yeah, I just see these like, these beings that kind of scare people, to be honest, is the first thing that came to mind. Again, the Ouroboros, what did I say? I love that sacred geometry in here too. It's like those connections. It's like the connections of Gemini, and kind of like how we protect our own connectedness to the outer world, to ourselves, to, the Mother Gaia, Mother Earth. It's kind of ring shaped, just being loyal to shedding, allowing yourself to shed when you need to. When snakes try to resist the shedding, the skin can get so tight around them that it could actually suffocate them. And so we need to shed, right? We need these I just saw the Cancer card. We need these moons. So Cancer is ruled by the moon. So we need a lot of this moon energy that we've been served to really bring up what was lying, in our subconscious, and really keeping us in patterns and loops and around people that we were just are not on our frequency anymore, keeping us in loops with how we go about, just all these things, using our using our poisons, using alcohol and smoking, and all of these outs. We're just seeing that we can nourish ourselves, we can nurture ourselves, and no, we don't have to reject any of that stuff, but we can also do right by me, who I am, And when I see this bat, again, just having fun with these moon energies in a sense too, is what I see. And his own frequency. They give out that sound, that echo that allows them to see things. So being at your own frequency and knowing, what connections do not really serve that frequency can allow you to protect yourself and not necessarily, reject any, definitely accept things, but just know that those things that are being mirrored to you don't always reflect you if they're not, if they're just not vibrating at your frequency anymore. You can see past all of the things that you needed to learn from that place. And when I think of bats, people are scared of them, but they're just out here eating fruit and just trying to get that nectar of life, that sweetness. They'd be out here hunting other shit too, I'm sure, but all right, let's do a couple tarot cards and we'll wrap this guy up. Moon energy, that super moon in Sagittarius. Really just pulling out the fiery, that fire energy in that subconscious space, and really allowing us to feel more balanced in this space, in this time that we're in, and allowing us to Queen of Wands, be creative. Queen of Wands, that fire energy again, telling you, using this fire very creatively to, grow things, to paint beauty. Use that fire internally to not only put to rest these old things, but, use that fire externally in creative ways. And to really, Page of Swords. And to think of just how we're going to really push through. When I see this horse, I just think of, and he's kind of like in a gallop, he's kind of looks like he's maybe more walking, which makes sense for the Page of Swords. It's just kind of like, it's definitely this like moving forward energy and like having the right tool with us, but not necessarily being the king yet, that expert of this new life, Will Fortune, and allow us to expand. When we make and to receive, and to, the Wheel of Fortune is to, make the more circular motion of life, to just move forward and to reap the benefits and the abundance from it. And when we make a lot of space, we make, in our lives with not having connections that don't serve us anymore. Really, when I think of Sagittarius too, I think of them as really like kind of out and about energy, and people that like love to be around a lot of people, similar to Gemini. That's why they're the twins, and exploring. And the Centaur loves to gallop and and half man, half horse. They're not only can go because they have this like endurance energy, and the Wheel of Fortune I love too is actually Jupiter, who rules Sagittarius. So just go, use this fire, use this like kind of mythical creature you're becoming. When we do the healing, we not only step forth in kind of being right with what's right with us, but we also are in this more kind of like, for me, I'm in this more mythological state, and I'm in this world. I'm kind of like use the healing modalities as part of my world now. Whether it's psychedelics, whether it's mythology, astrology, all of it, breath work, all of these healing modalities, really learning how to, play instruments, instruments made from natural things of the earth. And I just feel very mythological when I partake in that. It does take you to this overall experience of just like seeing the beauty and the world as this like really mythical place. And I think that's how we need to live. We need to see the beauty and the fun and the magic and kind of the cool stories that we can make to personify the energies that we're given, right? Yeah. And to have fun in the night. Reap our benefits. Oh yeah. Hope you guys enjoyed. I having kind of like a weird day where I'm just like kind of feel a little offline, but also good and chill. I have been working really, really hard on putting a bunch of things together online for Teachable and all of my new endeavors. So I hope you guys have a good day. Thank you.